new episode of South Park was incredible, but if you haven't watched all the seasons, you might have missed some of the references. So this episode was very much mocking the president. And throughout the episode, he is animated like the Canadians in the show, because traditionally their heads split in half and flop up and down. We also see that it's just a picture of his face, unlike the other characters that have fully animated faces. And we also see on his suit that he has this piece of military flair right here, and that throughout the episode he keeps getting into bed with Satan. And at one point in the episode, Satan says that he reminds him of someone that he used to date, and that's because in the earlier seasons, Satan actually dated Saddam Hussein, and Saddam Hussein had all of the same traits. He would rub his finger on him the same way, as well as them having many scenes in bed together, and there's the exact same picture up on the wall behind them. And Saddam was animated the same way, where it was just a picture of his face, and it would separate in the middle just like the Canadian characters. The two of them also have the exact same voice. And we see in a lot of shots they look similar, like this phone call looks eerily similar. And also looking at that military flair, well, wouldn't you know it, he had it also. And they're doing this to point out that he is like a Middle Eastern dictator, which they actually reference a few times in the episode. There's also a scene in the episode where they go over to Garrison's house to blame him for all the things that are happening. And that's because in previous seasons, he was a stand-in for Trump. And in earlier seasons, you actually had him going up against Hillary. And so there's a lot of things that happen in this episode that I couldn't talk about, but I wanted to do a full breakdown. So if you check me out over here, I did a 2-part video and it's over 20 minutes of me breaking down the new episode. And in these episodes over on my other platform, I go beat by beat, breaking down the entire episode, going over multiple references from other seasons, and I explain all the things that you might have missed. And this episode has so much to talk about, you definitely want to check it out. This episode is incredible. This episode shows why South Park is in a tier of its own. So if you want to support the channel and join the other people over there, I would be honored. If you're interested, just click this right here, or head on over and search my name.